Hello, welcome to Erudite Busy Brain Concepts. We are still on the exposition of speech work under the English studies or English language. And we've discussed series of number of sounds, particularly under the vowel sounds. Then we want to continue on that. We've talked about the short R, the long R sound. We'll talk about the S sound. Then quickly we want to talk about the E sound. And then when we talk about E, this is the E symbol. Remember this A, E, O, U. So this is what we are looking at today. But this E sound in its orthography is called I sound, letter I. But in phonics or phonetics and phonology, it is called E sound. And of course, we have the short E and the long E sound. So this E sound also represents certain English letters in different English words, depending on the word and the function of the letter in those words. Please take note of that. In some words, where we have letter A, it is pronounced as E. In some word, we have this. In some word, this, which is letter I, I've mentioned. In some word, we have this. In some word, we have this. In some word, we have this. In some word, it has it. So meaning that this A in some words sound E, this letter E sound E, this letter I sound E, this O sound E, this U sound E, UI sound E, letter Y sound E in some English words, not in all English words, but in some English words. Take note of that. Let's consider example quickly. This is village, not village. Village, not village. How do I mean? Look at the pronunciation. The letter I here, look at it, E. The letter A here, E. Then this is G sound. So village, not village. So you can see that. So meaning that this letter A here is actually E, not A. Okay? And don't mix it up when we talk about A. Yes. And that's why I told us that some English sounds change their pronunciation depending on the environment of the word where it's featured. Is that okay? The another example to consider is this. Orange, not orange. Orange. Then this is pretty. The letter Y here and the letter E here sound E. For instance, look at what you pronounce. Pretty. I've told us that this is spelling, this is pronunciation. Pretty. Is that okay? Then another example. This is women, not women. Women. The letter O here is E sound. Then the letter E here is also E sound. Women. Look at the pronunciation. Women. Then we also have busy. This is busy. You see now. So the letter U here is sounding E in this word, but not in all English words. Look at the pronunciation. B Z. You can see that the letter U and letter Y here is what? E and E. Is that okay? Because of time, this is build. I build a house. So take note, it's different from build or build. So this is build, 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 build. Then we also have this business. Is that okay? Because of time, let us look at this. This is city. City. You see that the letter C here sounds, so that is this sound. Then so you see the letter Y, city. So these are some of the examples under the short E sound. Thank you. God bless you. Please don't forget to follow us for more interesting videos, academic videos, and educative videos. God bless you. Please do well to subscribe. Bye.